And so you knew they were going to come for you. You had to know that. Now, to the degree that they're doing so, I get where you're coming from.
The WNBA is rocking. What could we have more? I mean, I just think, from a salary standpoint.
I mean, I'm just really happy for this organization, obviously. Yeah, I mean, look at these fans. They're incredible. So if it wasn't for them, I don't know if they'd be here.
Remember when Angel Reese was on top of the world? NCAA champion, social media sensation, and a future WNBA star? It seemed like nothing could stop her. Fast forward, and now she's facing a potential lifetime ban with her career hanging by a thread. How did everything go so wrong? So fast. Basketball never stops. Subscribe my channel for daily dribbles and big plays. Thank you. Now, let's jump back into it. We're breaking down Angel Reese's journey from college superstar to pro basketball exile. You won't believe the wild twists and shocking turns that led to her stunning fall from grace.
The Chicago Sky said goodbye to Teresa Weatherspoon, saying that it was time to, quote, make a change.
Would Angel Reese prematurely end her rookie season to spare herself the embarrassment of losing Rookie of the Year to Caitlin Clark?
Trust me, this story is crazier than any game-winning buzzer beater. Remember when Angel Reese was the undisputed queen of college basketball? Let's set the scene. Reese dominating the court, breaking records, trash-talking opponents, and making it look easy. She wasn't just playing the game, she was redefining it. Fans were in awe. Opponents were shook. She was unstoppable. But then, things took a weird turn. Reese joins the WNBA, and suddenly, she's struggling just to score double digits in half her games. It's like we're watching a completely different player. The confident, dominant Reese we all knew from college? She's missing. She's out of rhythm, missing shots she used to nail in her sleep. It's baffling. And you know what's even crazier? While Reese battles to find her footing, Caitlin Clark is out here shattering rookie records like it's nothing.
But sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it.
But she's pretending like there is something there. There's one person who is driving all this, and it's Angel Reese.
Clark's transition to the pros? Seamless. She's putting up numbers that make even veteran players jealous, like she barely missed a step. It's almost like Clark stole Reese's mojo overnight. The contrast between these two former college stars couldn't be more brutal. Meanwhile, the pressure on Reese is building fast. She's trying everything: trash talk, faking injuries, even playing the race card against Clark. But nothing's working. Her game isn't improving, and her antics are starting to wear thin with fans and teammates alike. Honestly, it's painful to watch. You can see the desperation in her eyes every time she steps on the court. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, it does. So why was Angel Reese banned for life from the WNBA? Buckle up, because this is where things get wild. In a desperate attempt to save her career, Reese turned to steroids, hoping they'd give her the edge she needed to compete with Clark. Hard to believe, right? The college superstar, once destined for WNBA greatness, resorting to cheating. But here's the brutal truth. Even with the juice, Reese still couldn't match Clark's level. The steroids didn't transform her back into the unstoppable force we saw in college. They just fueled the collapse of her pro career. A tragic, jaw-dropping fall from grace.
You were being an attention whore. And so, because your basketball couldn't do it, you went to other things.
It's a cautionary tale about the dangers of chasing shortcuts to success. Reese's desperate move was just the tip of the iceberg. Ever wonder how a star player goes from dominating college basketball to barely scraping by in the pros? The answer might lie with the last person you'd expect. Enter Teresa Weatherspoon, a WNBA legend and coach for the Chicago Sky. She was supposed to be Reese's mentor, the one guiding her through the tough transition from college superstar to professional baller.
Do I need to call you the female version of Steph Curry, or do I need to call Steph Curry the male version of Caitlin Clark? I mean, which one is it?
I think more than anything, it's surprising. You guys didn't know, this is how women's sports are played. Come on.
But instead of helping Reese adjust, Weatherspoon allegedly took things in a whole different and darker direction. You're probably thinking, No way a respected coach would hand out steroids like Halloween candy. But according to reports, that's exactly what went down. Teresa Weatherspoon, a Hall of Famer, risked her entire legacy to prop up a struggling rookie. It's like she forgot everything she once stood for. Here's how it played out. Weatherspoon watches Reese struggling, sees Caitlin Clark lighting up the scoreboard, and decides the only way to keep up is to cheat. But she didn't just turn a blind eye, she allegedly pushed Reese to juice up, desperate to keep pace with Clark. The Chicago Sky locker room? Total disaster. Imagine being one of Weatherspoon's other players, grinding every day in practice, doing things the right way, only to watch your coach obsess over juicing up the struggling star rookie. Morale? Dead. Trust? Gone. And, surprise, surprise, the Sky's season spiraled just like Reese's reputation. A total collapse. Losses piled up. Finger-pointing everywhere. A team and a career in free fall.
So, Caitlin Clark, if you're out there, you are one of the GOATs of our games, and we appreciate you.
Yes, sir! Yeah, baby!
Players were frustrated, fans were confused, and the front office was probably pulling their hair out. It was like watching a car crash in slow motion. But make it basketball. And here's what's really messed up. Weatherspoon threw away her own reputation trying to save Reese's, and it didn't even work. The steroids didn't magically turn Reese into a WNBA superstar. All that cheating, all that risk, for nothing. Reese still got outplayed by Clark and ended up with a lifetime ban. Talk about a lose-lose situation. But Reese's downfall? It was just the beginning. The WNBA had never faced a steroid scandal this massive before, and the ripple effects were only getting started.
If you're her coach and you care about her, you're not doing this. You shouldn't be making the focus another statistic.
Angel Reese is the villain, Caitlin Clark is the hero, and Angel Reese continued to play into it last night by getting ejected, and it's almost like it's all scripted.
How did the league handle it? Let's just say, things got messy real fast. Reese was juicing, Weatherspoon was enabling, and the Chicago Sky was spiraling. But believe it or not, it got even worse. When the WNBA found out about the whole scandal, they weren't about to sweep it under the rug. They came down hard, hitting Reese with a lifetime ban. Not a suspension, not a fine, a lifetime ban. That's like telling someone they are banned from playing basketball forever. You're probably thinking, whoa, that's harsh, right? But here's the thing. The WNBA had never dealt with a steroid scandal of this size before. They had no blueprint for this, and they had to send a message.
To the season, and when I was in my press conference and I was talking about being sexualized, like, I guess people thought that was like because I post pictures in my bathing suits. No, like
a representation of us as women in many different departments. That's important for women to see that no matter what it is that we want to become, we can.
This wasn't just some player accidentally taking a banned supplement. This was a star rookie and a Hall of Fame coach teaming up to cheat the system. The league is trying to grow, pull in more fans, and be taken seriously. And now, they're stuck cleaning up this mess. So how did Reese's actions affect her team's playoff hopes? Buckle up, because it's ugly. The Chicago Sky went from playoff contenders to bottom feeders faster than you can say steroid scandal. They finished the season with a brutal 18-27 record, missing the playoffs by a mile. It was like watching a championship contender turn into a high school JV team overnight. But here's the real damage. It's not just about one team. The whole league's reputation took a hit. Now fans are questioning everything they see on the court, wondering if that star player is really that good, or if they're juiced up too. It's like finding out Santa isn't real, but for basketball fans. And Reese? She's not slipping away quietly. She's pointing fingers, throwing out accusations, trying to drag everyone else down with her. It's like watching a toddler throw a tantrum, except the toddler is a pro athlete and the tantrum is torching careers left and right.
Now people are calling you out on it when you post things like this on social media.
Although many people don't want to give Angel her credit, there's no doubt that the hero versus villain story is working in the WNBA's favor as well as Caitlin Clark's favor.
The WNBA is scrambling for damage control, But it's like trying to put out a forest fire with a squirt gun. They are holding press conferences, issuing statements, trying to steer the conversation back to basketball. But the damage is already done. Instead of talking about scores and stats, everyone's talking about scandals and steroids. While the league scrambled to control the narrative, the real story was unfolding behind the scenes. How does a rising star go from college champion to WNBA pariah in less than a year? The answer? A full-blown social media meltdown that even Reese's harshest critics didn't see coming. Let's talk about the fallout. Reese's career? Over before it ever really began. She went from NCAA champion to WNBA exile faster than you can say lifetime ban. 1 minute she's on top of the world. The next, she's watching her dreams collapse right in front of her. And Weatherspoon? She's not doing much better. Her coaching career is in ruins. All those years of building her legacy as a WNBA legend, gone in an instant. Now, nobody's talking about her highlight reel plays or historic moments. They are talking about betrayal, scandal, and a legacy tarnished beyond repair. It's like watching a house of cards come crashing down, and nobody's looking away.
The old heads, the ones who are petty, the ones who are jealous, the ones who can't get on the new wave, is what is continuing to hold the league back.
Think was gonna happen, honestly. Work on look, Angel Reese has got some basketball skills. She does.
People are wondering how Reese could have messed up so badly. Meanwhile, the Chicago Sky are left picking up the pieces, trying to rebuild their team and their reputation from scratch. It's like they are starting from zero, except now there's a giant ugly asterisk next to their name. Fans are skeptical. Sponsors are nervous, and the front office is working overtime, desperately trying to clean up the mess. And just when you think it can't get any crazier, it does. After getting suspended, Reese launched into a full-blown social media rampage. She started calling out everyone, the league, her teammates, even Caitlin Clark. It was like watching a train wreck happen in real time. She posted rants. She leaked private conversations. She threw out accusations left and right. Total meltdown, and the entire world had a front row seat. Meanwhile, the WNBA was drowning in a PR nightmare. They were trying to show they could handle scandals like the NBA. But let's be real, this was next-level drama. They issued statements, held emergency meetings, scrambled to put out fires. But they always seemed one step behind Reese's latest tweet.
And because of Angel's Rodman-esque rebounding, never seen anything quite like it. She has run away.
Caitlin Clark hasn't done anything. She goes out and plays basketball. I've never seen her trash talk. I've never seen her taunt Angel Reese. There's nothing there.
And here's the kicker. Some fans are actually defending Reese. Can you believe it? They are arguing the punishment is too harsh and that she deserves a second chance. It's tearing the WNBA community apart. You've got people fighting in comment sections, unfollowing each other on social media. The whole works. It's like the league is having a full-blown identity crisis in public. So, what have we learned from the Angel Reese saga? One bad choice can destroy everything. We're talking careers, teams, and even entire leagues. It's like watching a row of dominoes fall, but these dominoes represent people's dreams and reputations. Now the WNBA is facing its biggest challenge ever. Can they bounce back from this scandal, or is this the beginning of the end? Some experts are saying the league needs to completely overhaul how they handle drug testing and governance. They've got to win back the fans' trust, and that's no easy task. This isn't just about Reese or Weatherspoon anymore, it's about the future of women's professional basketball. The WNBA is at a crossroads, and what happens next could change everything.